up? What up? What up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? Yes, man. I am back. Oh, I'm so happy. I really meant that, man. Did y'all miss me, man? It's been a minute. I know everybody's wondering what's going on. What happened, man? Did you quit? What? We'll get into that in a minute, but I'm just glad to be back, y'all. I'm doing well. Everything is good. We're just gonna get to it, man. I had to bring my dog in, especially since my dog was with me during the Super Bowl. Since the last time y'all probably saw me going live and everything, I gotta bring in my dog, Macy. Yo, what up, man? What's
Big
going
dog.
on, dog?
You got to be a happy guy, man. Life, man. Life got to be good for you, man. As a Bears fan, I actually, as I was watching the draft, I was like, I know somebody that's super happy right now. Like, he can't freaking believe what's going on. And then when the number 9 pick happened, I was like, oh, he out of here. He out of here.
Hey, the funny part is, we were in the press conference. I was covering the draft. We were in the press conference, and I forgot who was up there. I don't know, but we were in the press conference. Dude, prospect at the table, and a number 9 pick on. They have TVs everywhere, like in the press room, so you could see they turn the TVs down or whatever. They mute the TVs when they get in. So I'm looking, and next thing you know, I'm looking. They going on, and they said number 9, and I see, and it showed Rome, bro. I let out yes. Loud. Everybody look, and I'm just like, everybody looking at me. I'm like,
yeah, dog.
I just do it. Like, I ain't mean to mess up that, but bruh, I wanted to get up and start dancing, man.
You had to.
Yeah,
you had to. And the funny part about it, and a lot of people don't know this, and I know we'll get into it at some point, and as we get close to the season, if people could have talked to you during Super Bowl week,
right,
and just really, if you were to give a state of the Bears at that time, it wouldn't have probably been very favorable.
So I'll say this. I'm glad you said that. So I'm letting everyone know who's watching. I'm going to apologize to Mace, and I'm going to give Mace's credit because Mace told me y'all shipping out fields, you're getting Caleb. I know everybody else said it, but he specifically told me, and I'm like, no, man, we not. Even Coach Hugh
Jackson,
Hugh Jackson was like, nah, y'all should keep Fields, which I'm thinking, but
and he made a very compelling argument too.
Right.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Right, but hey, Mace kept telling me y'all getting Caleb, and sure enough, man, we got him, and then like how everything turned out. Whew, it was beautiful, man. What up, Danny? Danny Thompson's in the building, but hey, so look, y'all. I'm not gonna do the Facebook joint or whatever when everybody trying to wait for more people to get in so I can tell my story. No, I'm gonna cut to it. Y'all can watch the replay or whatever. I'm gonna cut it up. So I want to start off by saying, like I said, appreciate everybody. I was out. I hadn't recorded the show since the week before the Super Bowl.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. And I came back. After Super Bowl, everybody was like, what's going on? I didn't say anything. I really couldn't. So let me tell you what happened. So we get there Sunday, right? We have a great time. Sunday, we just chilled. That was our chill day. From Monday we didn't have to wake up as early, but we're still in Atlanta time, so we did wake up. We were out late, So from Monday we didn't get back because Monday we went to the stadium. We got up, we got our credentials Sunday.
Yeah.
But Monday we went to the stadium, got to the stadium.
That was opening.
We ate all of that. Then we had to cover the opening night. Now, mind you, we're in Las Vegas time, so we get done there around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. 9 o'clock, I don't know, something like that. But we get home, we get to the place where we stand. We don't get in. We don't probably go to sleep because we up talking, laughing. We still juice. We go to sleep. Vegas time, maybe like 12 or 1. Get up 6:37. So from there, every day we were going to the convention center working. We'll get there at 8:30.
Yeah.
And leave around like 6:30, 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Monday through Friday, that's what we did, right?
Full-fledged,
a lot of work, having a good time, but tired because it's a lot going on. We got to do events, parties, all this, the media party, everything, prepping, all of that. We walking 2 miles a day because so either or. So it's a long week, but I'm pretty good. So the Friday night, we all decide, we're gonna go kick it and have a good time. We deserve it. We've been working, so we go kick it. We don't get back to around because we went and saw Little John, right? Little John. We didn't get back to 4:30. I actually went to get something to eat. I didn't go to sleep till 6 in the morning, Vegas time, which is 9 o'clock in the morning, Atlanta time. I forgot to change my alarm clock. I take it off or whatever. So it's still set at 9 a.m. in the morning. It woke me up at 9 a.m. So I only get 3 hours of sleep, if that. I try to go back to sleep. I can't go back to sleep. Then we talking about what we're going to do. We go to the Taste of the NFL, which was dope. And then we was like, all right, we're going to, let's all go home. Let's go home, whatever, man. We go out, let's go get a nap. But you got mugs, peer pressure. Nah, let's stay out. Nah, man. Why we got to get up early in the morning. Hey, if we go take a nap, it's a wrap. So they're like, it's a wrap. Wait, Mace, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So they're like, it's a wrap. So we stay up all night. So mind you, I had 3 hours of sleep the night before. Now I'm staying up 24 hours. And we just stay up, go do what we do, come back, go to the airport. I go to the airport in the morning. We go to the airport, 7 a.m., straight from wherever we was.
Out all night.
All night, right? And then we go to, so we sleep on the airplane. This fool right here took his, this joker had his shoes off, showed me his shoes off at the airport, on the airplane, like, look, it's about to be a wrap.
Real sleep.
Right. So I go to sleep. I sleep for 2.5 hours. Do that. Wake up. We get there, whatever. I sleep for another hour and a half once I get to the house. Got to get up, watch the Super Bowl, right? Watch Super Bowl. I go to sleep 11:30, but I got to get up early to take my babies, my girls to school, do that, come back and go to sleep. So I'm thinking I'm good, but mind you, that Saturday night, I felt like something was up. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had a lot of sleep. So so that Monday, I sleep for 3 hours. Then I'm supposed to go on this double day, right? We go out. So wife and some friends and all that. We go out. I'm falling asleep driving to a city winery to the place. I'm like, what's going on? Either or. I get to City Winery. We order our food. We get our drinks. I'm feeling good. Everything, right? Everything good. Next thing you know, I'm just feeling like, yo, what's going on with this drink? I'm feeling like I'm high. I'm talking about I done been in a circle with Snoop, Wiz, Lil Wayne, and we just passing 5 blunts. That's how I'm feeling. I don't know what's going on. I'm just like, yo, and I'm trying to stay up. I'm about to go to the bathroom, get something to drink, wash my face. I couldn't even make it to the bathroom. So finally, I'm trying to drink water. Next thing you know, I'm feeling sleepy. I'm like, oh man, next thing you know, I dozed off, right? I had a little quick dream. And next thing you know, everybody, Raphael, wake up. I'm like, all right. Like, yeah. I'm like, dang, I dozed off. I'm good. They like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I dozed off. And they like, yo, you know where you at? I'm like, yeah, I'm at City Winery. And they was like, your birthday, right? And I'm like, yeah, 7/21/79. I'm like, looking at them like, what? And they looking at me like, nah, dog, don't answer like you good, like you sure, like everything okay? And I'm like, what? Next thing you know, I noticed everybody reaching down at me like I just got fouled or something. You know what I'm saying? You know how they pick you up? I see arms reaching down at me. I'm like, huh?
They helping you up.
Yeah, they helping me up. So I'm just like, what's going on? Next thing you know, I realized because everybody's asking, what's my name? I'm looking like, I know I ain't passed out. Like, heck no. Like, and then cause I could hear the lady, she doing something on the stage. It's like a skit play or something. But when the lady was praying, so I'm thinking like, the skit going on. Till I realized what she was saying. They were praying for me. They were praying for me, yo. Like, so I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm embarrassed. I'm like, what's going on? They praying for me. And then hold on a second. Wait. Give me 1 second. They saying the audio messed up. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right. Can you hear me, Mace?
I hear you. I hear you.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me turn this. Make sure this mic come back on. So either or, they're so they're praying for me, and I can't believe it. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then next thing you know, so I'm like, they help me up. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I promise you, I'm good. So I get up to like stand up. Next thing you know, I'm on the ground again. I pass back out. At this point, have y'all seen the Predator, right? And you remember when the Predator was looking at everybody, you saw like the red.
Right. You saw it through his eyes.
Yeah, and it was red. Everything was red, right?
Right.
So I'm looking like, what's going on? Next thing you know, everybody, I can't see anybody. And people coming, grabbing me and all of that. You good, whatever. I can hear everything, but everybody's red. And I don't know what's going on. Some lady came and grabbed my arm. She was trying to, I guess, check my pulse. I thought she was about to, I don't know why I thought this, but I thought she was trying to knock me out, put something in me just to. So I'm like, yo, don't have her knock me out, please. I don't want to faint. Tell him don't.
You delusional at this point.
Right, I'm delusional. Finally, she was like, so they were talking to me, and then they was like, everybody stopped and all of that. I hear we're losing them again. And what they meant by that was I was passing out again. But in my mind, because like I said, I can hear everything. I can't really see. I thought she was saying I'm about to die. I started praying, God, I don't want to die. Please keep me. So finally, everything I get, they finally get me up. They take out my sweater. They said I'm sweating like crazy. So now I'm starting to get my bands back and everything's looking good. So they put me on this chair, with the wheels, and they wheel me to the back. Why the whole crowd start clapping for me as they wheeling me?
You got to stand in O.
I got standing O. Base, I started to throw the thumbs up, bro. I didn't do it. I started to. Long story short, I go to the emergency room. The ambulance, they went to the wrong spot. The ambulance went to the wrong spot.
Come on, the City Winery. Come on, y'all.
Come on, y'all.
It's
Right.
City Winery. Come on.
So finally, I excuse me. I get there, and I find out that I was suffering from dehydration, fatigue, and COVID. Dang. Also, when I passed out, I hit my head. So when I hit my head, I had a major concussion.
So you concussed too.
Bruh, I was out of work and everything for 6 weeks straight. Mace, I was talking to Mace, he know.
Yeah.
It was to the point, y'all, where, and this is why I'm gonna apologize to Tua and everyone else. I was like, man, stop acting like this dude right here. After 2 or 3 weeks, it start feeling better, right? I felt better. Right. So I'm playing with my girls, and my daughter, she's 9, and I was messing with her, and I was like, whatever he's watching, whatever, I started to imitate, and I like hopped up a little bit. It felt like I hit my head all over again when I came down a little hot, and that's what kept me out 6 weeks.
Concussion protocol.
Concussion protocol, dog.
Yeah.
No joke. It's no joke. It's no joke. So, like I said, Tua, I apologize, bro. Everyone else who got concussions, I will apologize. So that's why I was out all this time. And then by the time I got back, it was like I had an event to go to at the Final Four. So it was like, well, let me wait. And then we had the NFL draft. So I was like, I'll just wait till I come back. Right. So that's why I've been out, everyone. So I didn't quit, or I ain't have any guests or whatever you thought, but bruh.
It's wild because, like, going back to all that, remember how I was always telling everybody, hey, drink water.
Yeah.
Go grab water. Like, now I would have a backpack full of water every day. We would go because you had to walk through like the media workroom, and I'm grabbing water every day. Like I said, I got backpacks full of water because I'm like, the one thing, especially when you're dealing with time change.
Right.
Dude, you have to hydrate. You have to pound it. You have to hydrate. You can't do nothing else but water is truly our best friend. And we act like we don't even know it.
Right.
But so yeah, dog. I'm telling you dehydrate and everything. Like, I can see it, dog. I can see it because when we got back those first couple of days, dude, I was even drinking more water.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking more water because I'm just like, my coach is so funny. My trainer, he was like, dude, drink water. Don't be drinking nothing else. Drink water. And honestly, truly, because I mean, we were all just physically and mentally beat up from the week.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I know helped me get back quick, dude, pounding that water, dog.
Yeah.
That water,
it was
man.
crazy. And I didn't realize that I was dehydrated or anything because I saw the drink is water. And I was drinking water, I think, them last 2 days, though. I think just with the COVID itself.
Oh, yeah. That put extra stress on your body.
And we're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. At the that Friday night, like they were showing love with pouring drinks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, way left.
Too much, yeah. And then
way left.
And then the taste of the NFL, that's all it is
super way left. Super way left, because all the drinks are free.
All the drinks free. I'm talking about top shelf.
And this top shelf, this like not middle shelf or right there where they can grab it. Everything there was everything to reach up top. It's like, well, they didn't have to reach up top, but it was all top shelf, and they were just giving it away. Matter of fact, they were mad if you didn't have a cup in your hand.
Right? Yeah. It was peer pressure in that mug, and then they had food there, but they didn't have a lot, so it wasn't like
they didn't have enough stuff to soak up the alcohol. They needed fried chicken. They needed fried chicken.
Right.
Right. Whatever. So, fancy food don't help.
Yeah. And shout out to my guy TJ Bentley. He was one of the people that was with me. He helped me. You know what I'm saying? Him and his wife, they saved my life, man. I always say that. If it weren't for them, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So thank God.
It's good you weren't there by yourself, dog. Because I mean, bro. Every now and then, we want to go solo dolo somewhere there. That would have been all bad, dog.
Or just think if I was at the crib by myself and it happened, and I didn't know. So what I'm saying. So it was crazy. But all right, man, that's enough for that. So that's why I was going, y'all. Yeah, I passed out, and appreciate it, man. Love you too, TJ, man. Appreciate it, man. That's the story we always gonna laugh at, boy. That was crazy.
Real life superheroes right there, man.
Yeah, superheroes, man. Yep. So now next time he want to drink or something, I can't be like, nope, because you're gonna be like, dog, I saved your life, dog. So, I can't even tell him no.
Nah, you know what TJ saving that favor for? So what? I always tell people, if you want to know who your friends are, tell them you're moving. That's everything you need to know about y'all friendship. Yeah, dog. He gonna wait till he moving. And he gonna like, yo, Raviel, look at bro. Nah, I saved your life, dog. So I'm just saying,
right?
We moving Saturday. You driving the U-Haul, and you helping unload the
little,
basement.
yep.
In the
Oh
story.
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah.
yeah. You had to say that why the joke on.
I'm just
Anyway,
saying,
man,
dog. That's what it
uh,
is, man.
that's
That's
what it
what it
is,
is.
dog.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but man, let's get to these sports, man. So I gotta ask you, bro. NBA playoffs, I believe. I mean, you had some. It's certain series that wasn't that good, but I believe it's been phenomenal. Just overall, whatever to me. But I'm gonna ask you, what has stood out during these playoffs for you?
Who? So first of all, and this is gonna sound crazy to say, but no, it's not gonna sound crazy to say because if you're a pure hooper and you just understand basketball, seeing New York and Philly,
Right,
these playoffs, like I'm still sitting here tripping that New York lost their game yesterday
right.
because the Garden was ready. It was ready to erupt. I mean, it's like, well, of course, the Mecca, all these good things. It's just good. It's almost like you really need New York. You need the Knicks to be good. You need the Knicks in the
Mm-hmm.
playoffs just because it just does something to basketball. I mean, John Starks was there last night. Pat Ewing getting the crowd going. Mellow. I mean, like, dude, they 28 seconds from moving on to the next round.
Right.
But whatever happened, happened. But that's been the surprise. That series has been a surprise for me. I really didn't, on paper, I really didn't like this series. I like,
Yeah, me too.
yeah. But watching it, it's been very dope. Just the continued emergence of Ant-Man. Like the legend. We always talk about how you really make your mark during the NBA playoffs. This is when you become like that guy. And for him to take out his rival, well, not his rival, but his idol.
Yeah.
For him to take out his idol, and he's never been shy about praising KD.
Right.
But
Yep.
to see him like, look, yeah, dog, your time is up. And this took me back to a time, and you're gonna love this because we watched how teams had to figure out how to beat the team before you take that next step.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching Ant-Man and these Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, like they were always 1 or 2 seed the entire season, but you're just like, I mean, are they really ready? But we're watching Ant-Man really evolve into the face of the NBA. So like those are like 2 of the big things that got me intrigued. Also, kind of Milwaukee, they found a way to win last night. No Dame, no Giannis, OG Bobby Portis.
Oh,
Hey man,
gee.
you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah. So I want to expound on what you were saying. And you're right. Because first starting with the Knicks and Sixers, it's like you said, first of all, dog, it's nothing like, especially growing up and watching games, especially in the 90s and the early when the Knicks start to come on. I wasn't old enough to watch them in the 70s, but it's nothing like a playoff game in the Madison Square Garden.
In the garden.
Nothing like it. The fans, the knowledge of the fans, but it's rocking, especially that fourth quarter, man, when the defenses and the crowd is it's nothing like watching the game, in the Garden, right? So as you said, to see that, and it's funny because it was no way Philly should have won that game, but then you go back to game 2, it was no way New York should have won that game,
right?
But to see them battle, man, and yeah, I'm with you, and like you said, see, of course, Spike, but you see Ewing, you see all the greats that was there, and it's like it's nothing like it. The stars in the crowd, and the stars know it's not one of them things we just trying to look cute. No,
that's every night in the Garden.
Every night they know basketball. That's what it is, And then with Ant, I don't like. I'm not the type, and I hate to be like, yo, this is. Oh, I see Jordan, or I see LeBron, I see that. I don't like to do that a lot because sometimes we can be wrong in doing that. But when I saw Kobe, and I'm pretty sure everybody saw that, with Kobe, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, yo, this is the next guy. And he was like Mike, but not even just saying like Mike, but the mentality and the way he played, I knew he was about to be that guy.
Nah, he got it all. He got it all, dog.
And with Ant, it's the same way. His competitive spirit, like you said, for you to go against your idol, but to talking to your idol the whole game, and then killing him.
Work.
And I don't know. I mean, again, like I said, I don't want to be comparing Bugs to everybody, but it's like when that last play that really sealed the game when he dunked on KD and he drove past Bill and dunked. It was like watching Mike. It was like watching Mike. Not saying he looked exactly like him, but everybody talk about to get off my lawn when it comes to me and basketball and sports, whatever. But so many times in the league, you see players they want to take that 3-pointer,
right,
to be the dagger,
right,
across you over. You don't see a lot of guys going to the hole,
trying to yam all the time.
Right, and then in a situation like that, you don't see that a lot. For him to, like I said, it's crazy. But what's standing out to me, and it's kind of with the New York Knicks series, even with Clippers or whatever, Clippers in Dallas, especially the Knicks series, is it remind me of the 90s, or just when players was going hard because the diving of the, diving and boxing out, going all out, people tired, all of that, you don't get to see. We don't see a lot of that, these days in the playoffs, whatever. But to see the people grinding and everything like that. Another thing I got, Mace, is you look at that series with Denver and the Lakers. I talk about how, like most guys want to shoot that three or shoot that big shot to end it, whatever. It's like a 3-pointer. They wouldn't wait. But you see every time that Murray got the ball, Murray drove to the hole. And Murray, it was okay, if I had to shoot a fadeaway or a little, pull up, stop, whatever, but it was a high percentage shot, whatever. You don't see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think just for that, NBA playoffs, you just getting everything, man. Even with OKC, like I didn't realize OKC was that good. I didn't think OKC. I knew they would beat New Orleans, but it's the way they're playing. You know what I'm saying? The way they're going about it, the way they're playing defense. I look at again, I'm old school, whatever. It's about 4 teams in the NBA that you really see crash the boards when they're on offense. That's OKC. That's New York. That's Minnesota. And who was the other team I'm missing? New York, OKC, Minnesota, and New Orleans is doing it. I say New Orleans. New Orleans did it as well. But to see that during these playoffs, like we didn't get to see a lot of that last year until maybe the conference finals or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But in the first round, we're not used to seeing that. We don't see that a lot. But the fact that we were able to see that, we're seeing it and seeing these players go in and doing whatever they can do, like it's crazy. It's crazy to see them going all out in the first round, man. We don't see that, and to me, that's why I always say I wish they would stop. I wish they'd go back to a 5-game series. What's the 5?
Well, you know why we at 7, Raphael. You know why we at 7.
Yeah, I already know.
You know why we at 7. But I wish we were at 5, just simply because the intensity would be even ratcheted up even more.
Right. Sure. Exactly. Definitely. That's my point.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's my point. So if we stay with basketball real quick, this notion of LeBron James saying that he's going to, that the Lakers saying they would draft Bronny to keep LeBron James. What are your thoughts on that, man?
If the youngins say it's cap, That's cap.
While I'm drinking water.
Yeah, no, that's cap. So you know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know, but we gonna help them out.
Okay.
Certain outlets, certain writers, certain talking heads, just whatever you call them, get bored sometime and they just throw stuff at the wall.
Right.
And a lot of times those stories make zero sense. We just watched the Lakers get waxed again by the Nuggets. What does Bronny James being drafted in the second round, by the way, because that's where he's going to be drafted?
Yeah, got to be second round, right?
What does that do to help the Lakers advance next year?
Right.
With an older Bron, with an older AD, all of these things, a lot of the other pieces that they have to figure out in the offseason, because people forget the goal is always, well, especially once you exit, you figure out that team, and clearly the Nuggets are that team in the West. What do we do to get better so we can compete against that team or the teams that are left remaining in the playoffs? If you look at the roster, Lakers roster right now, how does Bronny James help the Lakers defeat any of those teams that's going to be left in the playoffs? It don't. So when I saw this story, and I've gotten so much better at this. When I see stuff like that now, I scroll by, I clickbait. When people send it to me, I don't respond. I leave them on. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want you to know that I even saw that, because it's like, come on. I mean, it don't even make sense. Like, read the headline out loud to yourself about 5 times,
mm-hmm.
and then just be like, just put your think for yourself. Does that really help the Lakers?
Right.
Next year? No. Like,
the crazy thing is, I could see somebody. I know somebody's going to do it, just for the simple fact that LeBron has made it. He made it clear. I want to play with my son. This is why I'm in the league, because I want to play with my son. I mean, now I don't. If a team say, "All right, we won't draft him," and I know LeBron wants him drafted, but if they can say, "All right, we might pick him up," you know what I'm saying? Let him come to the trials and we keep him. I mean, the same thing they did with Melo had what's his name? Lagello. What's Melo?
Oh yeah, Melo, Jello.
The younger Jello, yeah, Jello.
Whatever the name, Jello, whatever.
Yeah, when Jello, they gave him a trial, whatever. I mean, of course, they was like, well, we'll keep him on a 2-way contract or whatever. And
right.
But I could see that. But I mean, shoot, what's going to make this happen is Milwaukee.
Thanos.
Because there's no way in the world Thanos should be on a roster. And Thanos cool with me, because every time he see me, he dap me up and all that good stuff. But
he must don't know you got that video on your phone either.
I should have put it up to that.
Yeah. He don't know you got that video. If you ever release that video, he gonna throw something at you.
Bruh. Oh my God. But yeah, so I can see, and it's sad, like you said, because I know the whole point is, let's keep LeBron. We can cut some other people. Let's put Ronnie at the end of the bench.
Yeah.
I'm on the two-way. But so let me ask you this though. You're right, because it shouldn't help. And obviously LeBron is not trying to win, unless he's saying we can get rid of a lot of guys, unless you get us 2 good people then. But either or, do you think that he's deserving of it? Not Bronny, but James, of what? Because this is what a lot of people are saying, that he's deserving of making this happen because of his longevity and what he's done for the NBA, and what he stood for and all of that good stuff. Do you think it's deserving for this to happen? For it to be, yes, we know it's not going to be one of those things like, all right, we're winning the chip, we're going for a chip, but just to say, hey, we want him to play.
Yeah, I don't think this is why I don't think it's deserving, because I mean, we gotta. What they always say, we gotta make it make sense,
Right.
and it just don't make sense. And I think that's just the crazy part. Because like, if I'm Bronny, from Bronny's perspective, I've always said this, and I'm going down this hill. There's no rush for Bronny to go to the NBA. Like, what are you running to, dude? You probably got the best collegiate life of any athlete
Right.
ever, dude. Who you going to save? Like when Bron came out, Bron had to carry the family, the city, just whatever. Dog, it's no pressure on Bron. Like, dude, one, I want to never transfer from USC. I'm gonna do all 4 years at USC in California with the access that he had. But okay, he transfers.
Yeah.
Whatever school he go to, his bank account gonna transfer with him. Like his cars are going, they're gonna travel his cars with him. He gonna have the nicest apartment, house. Well, I mean, whatever the case is. Why are you in such a rush to be, like you just said earlier? What's the rush of being the 12th man on a bench?
But
you're not gonna play.
I think LeBron is calling. If LeBron plays, I think he plays one more year, he quits. If Bronny comes out and he quits. I don't think LeBron's. I think next year is the last year. If Bronny comes out, that's the last year. I don't think he plays. I think he's tired, and we all know LeBron. LeBron is so in tune to what's going on and his name.
No doubt about it.
He's not gonna go. Yeah, he's not gonna go out. And even when Jordan scored 20, LeBron's not gonna go out averaging 20 points a game, 4 assists and 5. That's not LeBron. Like, nah. Because I don't want nobody,
Totally agree.
So I think that's the reason they're pushing this. Yeah. All the certain reports that came out that it might be his last game here and whatever. They even asked him at the press conference, "Is this your last game as a Laker?" And he was like, he didn't answer it. Even he said that he don't have too many years left. He said that. Like,
well, we know that.
Right.
Because listen, Father Time is truly undefeated. We've watched LeBron's game change. Like it's truly, dog, him playing at this level for this long, excellent. But if you've really watched LeBron, dog, you see where he's taking plays off. You see where he's not the intensity that we know LeBron for. Like, dude, LeBron loved to go stand over there in the corner for a little while because he getting the blow.
Yeah, he getting the blow. Yep.
Yeah, but he deserves it. He deserves it, right? Blow.
Yeah.
Because again, you watch. It's just like going back to KD and Ant. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, KD eating.
Right.
Eating. But dog, this year 17, and you got this third year guy who can, jump. Just everything. If Ant roll his ankle, he gonna be good tomorrow.
Right.
Because he a youngin. He a young buck.
My boy said he got a warranty on him. He got that warranty. So yeah, he's good.
Right.
He got that warranty.
KD gonna be in the shop. You gotta find somebody who can work
right.
on him.
Wow. Yeah, he got that warranty.
What parts he need? And we ain't got them parts, man. God. Man, we gotta go online and see if we can find them.
Yeah, man.
Ant-Man parts on the lot.
On the lot, dog.
He's a new model.
In the box, ready. Just ready. Yeah. So yeah. No, I agree, man. I think so. I think that's what it is. I think LeBron is like. I think he's ready to hang it up, man. So.
But it's time. And think about this. And I didn't really think about this till last night. His draft class and so many guys that were like in his era are on to their second and third act.
Right.
Now he got to get up and go to practice. Like, him and D-Wade talk, him and Melo, all these guys. So, man, Melo, he probably called Melo, and Melo posted up, so I got his feet up. And, Melo, Melo probably cracked up Brady. I would invite you, Bron, but I mean, you gotta
Right,
go to
right.
practice tomorrow. You gotta go to practice tomorrow. You know, he called D Wade FaceTime D Wade. D Wade probably popping bottles somewhere, man. Like, no, man. Bron,
Right,
you gotta go to practice, man. Dog, we on the yacht. You gotta
right,
go to
right.
practice, man.
Yep.
And I do really believe that Bron is really starting to, as he looks around, and hey, you know this, every time he comes to Atlanta, you can just tell that not only is he kind of like taking it in, but he also looks around like, man, it's totally different from like,
Yeah.
because it's really not his era anymore. Like his guy's gone.
Everybody's gone and nobody's afraid of him anymore. They going at him, and you know how that goes. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, so like I said, I think because it's LeBron and the NBA, they're gonna make it happen. If they learn anything from David Stern, they know this will sell. Box office, it'll look great. They're gonna make this happen. So I believe the NBA step in. So look, let's transition to the NFL. We
Oh,
mentioned covering the draft and everything, and I'm going to start with the local team. So of course, you know the dust has settled. We know what happened. We know Kirk didn't know about Penix getting drafted. Um, it looked like your boy, no, like he was trying to explain that, like somebody said, I don't know who that was. It was like, yo, boy, like it was like it took his life to explain to Arthur Blank why he made it pick. But whatever. Now that everything is settled and okay, it happened. What is your take on this? Like, what do you see? How, why, how, what went wrong? Is it wrong? Or just let you have the floor.
so Raphael, this is all I've been trying to get people to understand and look at. And it's not, we all know Michael Penix is a dog. We all know Michael Penix is ready to play today. Like, dog, there's no doubt about that.
Right.
The biggest issue I had with the Falcons, and it's kind of been like this through the entire organization. What's the plan? What's the plan? It's no way. So if you tell them, so when did you guys actually fall in love with Michael Penix? Because this is what we know about the NFL, and this is what we know, especially about the successful teams. NFL free agency and the NFL draft for the great teams. It marries itself together. One helps the other. One we do this because we know we're doing this in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the plan? All through the offseason, the one thing everybody said, everybody, Atlanta Falcons, most talented roster, da. The one thing they're missing, they're one quarterback away. They're one quarterback away from going over the top. Okay. You sign and you give arguably the best free agent quarterback that was on the market.
Mm-hmm.
You give Kirk Cousins $100 million. That right there tells you, and they've had the number 8 pick. They've known they had the number 8 pick since January, since the season was over. Mm-hmm. They knew they were picking 8.
Right.
So, again, the plan. If you were so in love with Penix at the combine, post-draft, whatever, why sign Kirk Cousins? Why give Kirk Cousins $100 million? Why, if you're taking it, because, listen, Michael Penix ready to play now. Mike Penix 25. Mike Penix ready to play now. He's played 2 elite years of college football.
Right.
He's ready to play now. Why not sign? If you're taking Michael Penix, why not sign Gardner Minshew? Why not sign Rose? Why not sign somebody who is a 1-year guy, just a bridge guy, just for in case Mike not ready to take over the offense now? Play this guy. He already knows that by week 8, I might be holding the clipboard. Kirk Cousins not finna hold the clipboard for at least 2 years.
No, he can't. Yeah.
The economics say that you can't have a backup quarterback that's making $45 million.
Right.
You can't. So again,
Right.
why take Penix at 8 when he can't help you for 2 years? So that was my only problem. Listen, love the guy, love the quarterback. He made no sense for the Falcons at 8. And I don't care what spin they try to put on up there. We think about the future. We know the NFL is a win now league. And you know it's a win now league because you gave Kirk Cousins $100 million. Because everybody has said, hey, we're one quarterback away from competing. It just made no sense. And everybody, yeah, you're not understand. Like, no, you're listening to what they selling you. You know what I'm saying? There's also the same people that's telling you that also in love with Belichick till they wasn't in love with Belichick.
Right.
What's the plan? The Falcons have no plan. And that's the biggest problem I had with the pick at 8.
It was embarrassing. So look, I'm at we're in the draft.
You
right?
at the draft.
We're at the press conference, right? And so we're waiting for the next guy to come in. And when the guy that we interviewing when the Bears drafted Rome. So, but this is, of course, this is right before Rome, right? Because I'm thinking like, damn, are they gonna take Rome? Whatever. So they get in and you hear they have the TV up and it's like the Atlanta Falcons take. Now the whole time I've been telling everybody, yo, they're looking at Penix. This is what I've been hearing back home. Yeah. I've been looking at Penix, and they were like, nah, you crazy, whatever. And then sure enough, when they announced it, everybody was like, the whole room that's packed. Aditi, I can't say her last. I'm not mess my girl's name, but she there, all these big people there, everybody. Oh, they tripping. That's all you heard.
Right.
And I'm just like, I told y'all, I'm like, but it doesn't make sense. And the thing is, I feel like this is what I think. I don't know. I feel like when they signed Kirk Cousins, I don't know if that was really the GM signing. Was that McKay signing? Or was it, I don't know. I know they say McKay he's not messing with football anymore. That's what they say.
That's a lie.
It's got to be a lie.
That's a lie.
Because it doesn't make sense for you to give this quarterback all this money, but then draft a 25-year-old. Now, if you drafted this 21-year-old, you drafted, I mean, I wouldn't say Jaden, but let's say if you got Jaden or
Drake May.
Drake May
or JJ McCarthy. You like,
McCarthy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to let him sit behind. But now you about to get this guy because by the time he get in, he's 27. Now this is going to be, he's going to his third year. You got a year really to make a decision if you're going to pick up his option or not. What? And this guy's about to be 28. So now it's not even the fact that if he's not great, if he's just good, is it worth keeping him because he's 28? I mean, that quarterback you can play till you 34, 35, but still, do we want to get younger or do we? So it was something going on within that draft room, or even not even the draft room, just within the organization before then. Like it was some dissension. They didn't agree, on that. They didn't agree on that Cousins pick. Either he was forced or whatever. And I don't know. I didn't see it. So we was tripping so much on it. You tell me, Mace, when they picked him, I usually see in the draft room everybody like clapping hands and giving each other fives. Were they doing that?
No, they weren't doing it.
No.
They were not doing it. Like I say, we got the clip of Fundo, and I was talking to D-Led, and D-Led said, listen, Arthur Blank signed off on it because D-Led was like, That's why I said, that's why D-Led was like, I told everybody they were taking Penix because just like they did Bijan the year before, Arthur Blank put everybody on his jet. They flew to Washington. They signed him. You know, they saw him and everybody was on board with it.
Right.
Okay, cool. But as we just rewind it all back, and like I keep talking about your plan and your process, just look at and I hate to always beat this drum, but you have to, because just look at Kansas City.
Okay.
Look how they draft.
Right.
Look at Philadelphia. Look how they draft. Look at the Chargers. Just look at Harbaugh. And I was telling people this. So Harbaugh let it be known, without a doubt. He was like, J.J. McCarthy is the best quarterback in this draft. Jim Harbaugh also had the number 5 pick.
Yep.
He didn't take J.J. McCarthy, did
he? Right.
No, he picked the best available player for his team.
Right.
That has to play today, because, again, when you're picking in the top 10, the guy you're picking needs to help your team now. Day one. Now. Dude, plug him in right now. Boom. Dude, for 2 years, when you go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Michael Penix is going to have a do-rag on with his arms folded, with an earpiece in his ear, listening to plays.
Right.
Because you gave $100 million to Kirk Cousins.
Looking like Willie beaming.
That's what he gonna look like. He'll be over there reading the paper or just whatever he gonna be doing. But and again, I've done a good job. But I used to like just jump on people's pages. I see folks post those stupid stuff like, no, that's dumb. I'm like, you know what, man, y'all can have it. Yep. Yeah, because in your warped mind, see, you done bought into what they selling. But y'all gonna be the same people come September, October, when you can't get the quarterback on the ground, or the defensive guy can't make a play, or whatever. You can be like, man, our number 8 pick can't help us. No, he can't help you.
and that's the bad part, because even if, let's say, if Kirk Cousins turn out to be what you want and he balls up, you don't get the Super Bowl, but he plays like we've been seeing him play, it's still, we wasted a number 8 pick. We could have got somebody else.
Bruh.
It's like, and then if, let's say this, now let's say if Kirk Cousins don't pan out, or God forbid, I don't want to say I'm not wishing this. Let's just say this is life. He gets hurt. Now you're saying Penix come in and ball out. Now you're going to say, why do we pay him that money?
Why do we?
So either or is not, you're not going to be happy.
The plan. What was the plan?
Exactly.
There was no plan.
None. It didn't make.
There was no plan.
It doesn't make sense. And I try to take up for the Falcons, man. I live in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
You have to.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at you. When you say you're from Atlanta, damn Falcon fan, what happened?
I couldn't say anything. I couldn't. I'm like, well, you know how you try to change sentences. I was like, well, see, it's like this.
What
you know what? But no, if you look at it like this, well, no, this is what I'm gonna say. I was saying that I couldn't, you know what, dog, forget it. I don't know. They messed up. I couldn't say anything.
It made no sense. And so I did this the other day. So like I was asking anybody, I was like, okay, Terry Fontenot, this is Fontenot's 4th draft. So I just took people back down memory lane. Look at his drafts.
Right.
So, and I think, so let's say if he's drafted, like I say this is 4 drafts, so his first 3 drafts, let's say he drafted 30 players. Out of those 30 players, only like 5 guys are still on the team today.
Mm-hmm.
So this who you trust to make these decisions? And then, okay, you draft Penix. Okay. And then you move up in the second round to go get a guy who would have still been there
right.
when you picked.
Mm-hmm.
You moved up to get a undersized defensive tackle.
Right. It was embarrassing, right? You know,
But you want me to trust, like, so y'all trust Terry cooking? y'all trust Terry cooking? Okay.
you want to root for the brother, you know what I'm saying? You want, but it's like, come on, man.
What football sense does it make? And again, and you know, you've heard me say, me and you talk about this and laugh about this all the time. People, turn off the TV, turn off the radio. Just read it and think for yourself.
Yep.
Because what y'all doing, y'all repeating the same stuff that y'all hear on TV. Oh, it's going to work because they're going to take away picks. How you know they're going to take away picks? They're going to be take away pick this year. They didn't. How you know? Oh, it did because it did.
You know what the funny thing is, and I hate anybody's watching media. I don't know if Ed Powell's still on here or whatever. So we're all media. We worked in this space. And I hate saying this, but I tell people all the time because somebody will send me something. Oh, you see this? They saying we're gonna do this. Or they saying, I said, look, man, I'm saying this and I'm media. No, we don't. No, these are just opinions. If you're not Rappaport, or you're not getting something that's solidified, like, hey, the Falcons just said they're doing this, or that. All that is
it's speculation.
It's speculation. It's speculation. It's all it is. It's all it is.
You could
I say that all the time, Mace.
Hey, dude who sent you that? No, I tell you, no, you could be a source.
I always say that, Mace. I tell them all the time, you can say that. What you said already sound better than this. You can say that. That's all. Even if I say something, even if Rappaport and it's coming out, this is what I think. It don't mean anything, and he'll tell you that. It's just all right. So quickly, let's. I want to go to 6 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. We had Radcliffe in the 7th, but right now, who do you think? Who is? I don't even know if I want to say set up to win, or who do you think is going to? I guess have the success the earliest.
So of course, you know the easiest answer is Caleb, simply because of what again marrying free agency and the draft. You saw what they did in free agency, adding the pieces. You see what they did in the draft to add on to those pieces. The draft and free agency married together. So Caleb is the obvious answer. So for me, outside of Caleb, because I think Caleb the layup.
Yeah.
I think the other guy who's going to play as much as Caleb in year one is Bo Nix.
Yep.
Because I think Drake made red shirts in I think he red shirts.
Yeah.
Jaden is gonna play, but that Washington situation is kind of. I mean, you look at that Washington roster, like,
it's tricky. Now he. The funny thing is, the reason why it's tricky because he has some pieces. You still got McLaurin. You pick up Eckler. You know, you still have some young receivers, but like you said, it's just like it's a new team.
It's a new
Everybody's
team.
learning.
Dude, Dan Quinn is his coach.
Yep. Yeah.
Hello.
Let me ask you this: do you think it's a benefit for Jaden since the fact that everybody's starting off new? Versus
it's definitely a benefit. See, the one thing I'm worried about with Jaden is the offensive line, right? Because my dude who was the quarterback last year, North Carolina guy.
Yeah, I know you're talking about
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
Now, Sam Howell was the most sacked quarterback in the league last year.
Right.
Like, if he didn't get hurt, he was on pace to get sacked about 7,000 times.
Right.
As you like to say, man, Muggs can't block out there, man. Muggs can't block. So that's what I'm worried about with Jay. And of course, Sam Howell is built a little thicker than Jay. How Jay gonna, man, like, dog, Jay gonna find out fast how he was running through the SEC. Dog, that defensive end just as fast as you. That linebacker just as fast as you. So I'm kind of worried about his health. Hopefully, Cliff Kingsbury is gonna create an offense that's gonna be, dude, get the ball out. Do not be running out here, man. Do not do an RG3 on us. Don't do that.
Yeah, because Jada ain't a big dude. He's
No,
not a big
not
dude.
at all. Like I say, you was up on him, so you
Yeah, it
really
was
got to
like,
see
oh,
him.
this not a this guy. Yeah,
Then,
he thin. Yeah.
so outside of Kayla, I think because I think Bo Nix is really the only guy that's gonna play, and is gonna be in a situation where Sean Payton is gonna do a lot. He one of offensive
Right.
savvy
Guru, yeah,
mastermind type
savvy,
guys.
yep.
So he's gonna do a lot of the quick game, a lot of stuff that he's gonna put Bo Nix in a lot of positions to be successful. Now it's on Bo Nix to pull the trigger and all the other stuff, but he's gonna protect Bo Nix with the play call. So I think in Denver, Bo Nix, like I said, outside, if I had like to bet some, I would say definitely Caleb, but I think Bo Nix would probably be the second guy because, like I said, Jaden and Drake May gonna red shirt. We know JJ McCarthy gonna red shirt. So yeah, give me Bo Nix. Yeah, give me Bo Nix. But Caleb is definitely like, I mean, if you even try to bet Rick out of your odds on Caleb, you ain't gonna make no money because I mean,
right. You can't make any
no
money.
Yo.
Man, that sounds good to hear that. Man, but
I know it. What I tell you before when the show starts, man, you should be man. Dude, I'm gonna get me a Caleb Williams jersey.
Hey, so here's the thing. So like I'm with you because like I think Caleb, of course, I mean, because and the thing with Caleb is versus everyone else, Caleb is playing with a lot of experience. And I'm not talking about he has experience. I'm talking about with Keenan Allen. Then you got DJ Moore. Like he has. So somebody asked me, and I'll pose this question now. Somebody asked me, who is more set up? Not who's going to be the better quarterback, but who has the best, who's more set up as far as success, as far as you looking at what he has on his team, McCarthy or Caleb. And I'm like, man, and I thought about it.
Not even a question.
But think about it. I thought about it though. Like he was talking about just his, because they have. You're right. It's really not, but in a sense, look. So Minnesota, of course, you got JJ. You know that, right?
Who? If McCarthy ain't no good, gonna want out.
Yeah, right. But just right. But he was looking at as far as his teammates.
Right.
He was saying like he wasn't saying who's gonna be better, but he was like just teammates. Just set up like McCarthy. You got JJ, but then you got his name just slipped my mind. You got the young fella, Addison.
Jordan Addison. Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Now, receivers, I feel like I would say we have the edge just because you got two, you know what I'm saying? Addison's a big beast. We didn't see Addison play out until JJ sat out.
He got hurt, right?
Right. So we're still, the jury is still out on Addison. Not saying he's not going to be good, but we don't know yet. Give us one more year. But tight end, but still you add a tight end, they got Hawkinson. Hawkinson, I would give him the edge over Kmet.
Not by much. Not
by much. No. You're right. Not by much. Not by much. But I'm saying I would still give him. You're right. That's what I said. But then you look at running backs, and you look at, all right, who we have, but still, let's go back to Minnesota, because Minnesota now you get the running back, Aaron Jones from Green Bay. Mm-hmm. I know Aaron Jones. I mean, now is he going to be like that? Is he going to be like how he was in Green Bay? I don't know, but Aaron Jones killed us, dog. But he can run. He can catch out the backfield.
Also play behind, and the Green Bay offensive line is excellent.
That's true.
It's excellent. This was scary about. So, why I really was jealous when Chicago took Rome Odunze at 9. I just want y'all to think about this. When Caleb comes to the line, DJ Moore, a dog.
Right.
Keenan Allen, this technician, savvy, specialist. Yeah. Commit the tight end, super savvy. Yeah.
Right.
Dude, Rome Odunze is going to be, You got to put your number one corner on DJ Moore.
Yep.
You got to.
Yep.
Probably got to put your second best corner on Keenan Allen.
Which he probably gonna murder you.
No, Roma Dunze he gonna be getting the
Nickel.
nickel and the dime. Bro,
Yeah.
do you know how much of a benefit that is?
Bruh. Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's
Oh.
and then the fact that what I love about it is they've already start working out together. Already. DJ Moore was talking about that. They all working, bruh. Come on. With Caleb's talent.
Oh.
With Caleb's talent is like,
and Caleb mentality. People not giving Caleb mentality
enough
credit. Listen. Okay, the phone, the nails. Okay.
He cried in my because he cried because he didn't win it. I mean, passionate, isn't that? I mean,
a lot of y'all cried when y'all struck out of the league.
Right.
A lot of y'all cried when your mama had snacks after the game. So stop that. This man competed at the highest level. They're not giving his mindset and his mentality enough credit. Y'all don't think he here and no. This cat is super smart. No, this bro, and he know everybody looking to. Oh man, bus fed that, bro. Man, he finna light folks up, dog. This dude mentality is unbelievable, dog. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see.
Hey, we'll end it with this. DJ Moore said this. He was saying they're working out, and he said that he was like, "Yeah, man, Caleb, it was really good. It went well and all that." He said one thing about Caleb is he anticipating you getting open. Like he's waiting for you to get open. Like he anticipates you to be open at this time. That's what he said. He said he expects you to be open at a specific time. I don't know if that was a knock towards Justin, but I mean, dog, that sounds like Marino. That sounds like Peyton. That sounds like the great quarterbacks, right? No. When they expect you to be open at a specific time.
Raphael, but it's not a knock on Justin.
No,
simply because Justin's offense in college, you know, when he first got to the NFL, it was just, hey, one, maybe two, take out run.
Take off. Yeah.
We want you to run, but if the defense come up, pull up and throw. Mm-hmm. Dude, Caleb already understands front side, back side read. He understands the gift. Like I know I got this. So he has already processed when Caleb come to the line, he gonna already know, dude, I can take the spot route right now if I want it.
Yep.
I can just take that. That's 7 yards, 2nd and 3. I know that. But shit, DJ Moore out there on I'm a short motion DJ, boy. We got to suck over corner. And he gonna be able to make that throw. And that's just the difference between him and Justin as far as like their processing is totally different because playing for Lincoln Riley.
I was just about to bring it up, man. You stole my thing.
Lincoln Riley, and so I do a lot of work with the Elite 11. Mm-hmm. We just had regionals here in Atlanta last weekend. Dude, how Lincoln Riley teaches the quarterback position. This is why kids they're breaking their neck to try to play for Lincoln Riley because they know it gives them an upper hand as far as the next level. Because they're not coming in you don't see USC looking to the sideline, looking at 4 cards, and then, one word play. Hey, Chicago, and they run the play. No, it's get in the huddle, Caleb, call the protection, call the play, call the routes, let's go. He been doing it since a freshman.
Right.
Oh, his transition, man.
Like you said, dog, Lincoln Riley, man, you look at Lincoln Riley's product. Every one of them has been successful in the NFL.
They walk in the door and they won. The playbook. That's what hurts so many guys when they get the playbook. Mm-hmm. And they just start looking at they read play page 1 and be like,
what? Right, what is this?
What is it like? I supposed to know all this? But not only are you supposed to know a quarterback, you gotta know the whole page, you gotta know the whole book, and you need to know the other 3 or 4 plays off this one play.
Yep.
Man,
Hey,
come on, y'all.
I call look. I call Lincoln Riley the Calipari of football. Like
No,
he not gonna win you a chip, but he gonna get he
not
gonna
gonna
get
win.
you
Not
your
gonna win you no
son.
shit.
Your
But
son gonna be the number one pick
boy,
and
come
be
on now.
successful.
Come on.
That's Calipari of football, man.
Come on. As a quarterback.
As a quarterback, bro. I say it all the time, Mace. That's why I feel good about getting Caleb in the Bears because you have a quarterback. It just look at the pattern, dog. It's yeah, all of them. So and none of the quarterbacks, maybe except for Jalen now, has been set up. And Jalen should have won MVP that year,
Yeah.
but was set up with the offense that Caleb has now.
Yeah.
None of them never walked in anything like this, but so yeah, man.
And it's funny, real quick, you bring up Jalen. Think about what we thought about Jalen at Alabama.
Right.
Versus 1 year in Lincoln offense, he became a second round pick.
Yep.
Because he became a quarterback who understood reading the field, not like Alabama, man. It was hey, first of all, I got 5-star receivers on the field all the damn time. Everybody open because I got all day to throw, and we know it worked because they benched me. Tua come in, shit. Tua got when I asked me, like, he up for all this stuff. Like, man, get out of here, y'all. What are we doing?
All right, man. So this is that time, man, where I like to call what's on my mind, and I'll go first. And this is the time where we're gonna get up to 5 minutes, man. Speak whatever's on your mind about sports. Rant. Can be something good, something you don't understand, something you mad at, something you love, whatever. But this is what's on my mind. I'll take it first, Mace. And you know what? And it might even be that long, but so you know how you have, we talk about like the NFL as a copycat league, the just stay with the NFL. But then you start to see where sports is a copycat entertainment, I guess, or industry. So like you have the NFL that when they adopted the challenge, like you could challenge whatever, and then they perfected it where you challenge. Now you get 2 challenges.
Right.
If you challenge, you good. You don't lose the timeout. If you lose it, you lose the timeout. Or if you win both, you get a 3rd challenge. Great, love it. Then you seen NBA come into it. They try to, they're doing it. MLB and so on. I don't even think is hockey doing it. I can't remember. I don't
remember them.
I don't know, but basketball, NBA. So they're doing the challenge rule, and you're like, all right, this is cool. It makes sense. They've upgraded where I think you get 2 now.
Yeah.
But that's why I say, and it's like either with writing or anything I do, I say, look, you can't mimic anyone because you say, oh, that's what they're doing. Let me try to mimic them. No, you have to understand what they're doing, why they did it this way. Okay, so what happens when they do it like this? And the NBA is definitely trying to mimic what the NFL does. Because why in the heezy, if I challenge a play, so this Lakers game, I don't know if you all was watching, this Lakers-Denver game, I think it was the Lakers game, they challenged a play, the block, with AD block.
Yeah.
They won the challenge. 13 seconds left, I think, or 20-some seconds left. They won the challenge. Lakers get the ball. Lakers had 1 timeout left. But they lost their timeout. The hell? How do you lose your timeout?
And you won the challenge.
And you won the challenge. So you're saying that, well, you got the challenge, you won it, you got the ball back. No, but I lost my timeout. So you're saying I get punished because you made a bad call? You made the bad call.
Right.
And I lose the timeout?
Yeah.
Mace, hey, the universe is universe. It happens the way it happens. But when Murray hit that shot, it was like 3 or 4 seconds left.
Facts.
Lakers should have had a timeout and been able to advance the ball and draw a play.
And at least try to run a play.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you're telling me if I challenge a play and I win, I still lose a timeout? Bro, what the? I didn't even know that. Because I'm thinking like, all right, well, Lakers got a timeout. So when Murray scored, I'm thinking TNT messed up. They didn't show the little line show that indicates they have a timeout. Right. I mean, they made a mistake. And then I see AD like rushing, throw the ball to LeBron, and he's rushing, and I'm like, why did they call a timeout? I just don't understand it, bro. That doesn't make sense to me. They have to change that. That might have cost a career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. LeBron might leave because of that. Like, that was awful, and I don't know why. And I guess because we haven't seen it happen in this moment, in this,
right. Right.
But still, that was horrible. Why should I lose a timeout to challenge and get it right because you missed the call?
Yeah, and I don't get rewarded.
That don't make sense.
No reward for me. Why am I even going to challenge? Yeah.
That's what's on my mind. I can't believe it, bro. I can't believe it. But go ahead, man. What you got?
So, and you kind of inspired this. I'm watching the NFL draft, and all weekend we talk about the attendance. 700,000 people went through the draft in Detroit. Mm. So just as somebody who's business minded and just think about like the dominance of the NFL, and I sit and wonder someday, I'm like, is it gonna always be this way? Are they just gonna totally annihilate every league? Is it just such a must? Because when you just really think about the draft, and this is like marketing 101, it's the excellence in marketing. If we think about the draft is simply giving a card, calling the name, reaction, we move on. The NFL continues to make the game bigger and bigger. Like, no, they've all but bullied the NBA on Christmas now. It's like that belong to them now. It's really never no off season for the NFL. The owners are making money hand over fist. Like, I truly believe now Jerry Jones just giving lip service about he really want to win Super Bowl. He making more money than everybody. His franchise is the most valuable franchise in sports. So it brings me back to this. I'm like, because we grew up, we've been blessed to remember when baseball was like the biggest sport. We remember when basketball was the biggest sport. I don't know if neither one of them can ever overtake the NFL. I just truly believe, like, sitting there watching that this weekend and, like, say, looking at the clips of you guys were at the play 60, then you was at the draft, and then you just watch it all tie together. And they found a way to take the draft on tour.
On tour?
Like they dared, hey, Detroit, can y'all put 700,000 people in here? Can y'all break the record? So whoever it's going to be next year, hey, can y'all do more than Detroit? The NFL is such a monster, Raphael. I don't know if they're going to ever give up this stranglehold that they got on the world, man.
Hey,
I just don't know.
And it was cold as a mug in Detroit. Bro, I had to apologize to Chicago because I felt like I failed Chicago, man. I was like, yo, this is BS right. I was cold. There's some BS right here, dog.
But you've been in Atlanta so long now. You're ATA.
Right.
You got ATL skiing now.
Bro,
yeah. You cold. If it get under 50, you cold.
Bro, it was like 30-something degrees. They had a freeze warning that Wednesday morning, and still everybody showed up. They got a concert. Because now, you know what? To piggyback of what you said, it makes sense. Because I would be like, yo, for this All-Star game, like, bro, why Why are they bringing all these people to perform? We don't want to see this. But they're trying to compete because they had my guy Mr. Westside from Detroit, man, a rapper. God, it just slipped my mind right when I said it. Huh? No. Black guy.
Big Sean.
Big Sean. Big Sean murdered it. Big Sean had a freaking concert, a whole concert.
Yeah,
700,000 up there just want to be there. It's cold as a bug.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be there.
Yeah, man.
Like you said, they've taken it on tour.
No, think about this. The first game next year in Brazil, like dog.
And Muggs trying to buy tickets to go. But when the NBA having that, ain't nobody going to that. Ain't nobody. Let me take this. Nah. Yeah, bro. That was
the
right.
NFL just got a stranglehold on the industry.
Yeah.
And like it's nothing nobody can do about it. Like people don't even watch baseball. Like, bro, the draft didn't care that the NBA playoffs going on. So I bet y'all won't beat us. And they didn't.
That's my bike pump. That's what the NFL does. That's my bike pump. That's what they did for Christmas, and that's what they did for. Bro, I forgot about the NBA playoffs while I was out there, bro.
Roger Goodell, he got to be more popular than more popular than the president.
Yeah, he got to.
Roger Goodell probably the most recognizable person on the planet.
Yeah, yeah.
Because think about this right here. Right now, the NFL, they are letting people bid on them Christmas games. Ain't nobody got them yet.
Nope, that's crazy.
Who got the biggest offer?
Right.
The NFL know we such punks. They say, for everybody who don't have Peacock, the only way you watch the game, go get Peacock.
Muzz complaining, but Muzz went and got Peacock. Hey,
Muzz was like, man, I ain't getting no Peacock. Everybody got Peacock on their phone. I take people's phone, be like, dog, let me see your phone. Why? Let me see something. Oh, you got Peacock. You one of the folk who complain. I ain't want no Peacock. You got Peacock on your phone. And you ain't got to watch New York Undercover. You got to because the NFL told you better get Peacock. Amazon Prime.
A playoff game, bro. They said you got to get Peacock for a playoff game.
One playoff game.
That's gangster.
$7.99.
That's gangster, bro. That is gangster.
What they gonna make us order eggs?
Right. Yeah, that's gangster. That's gangster.
All right, man. That have been on my mind, dog. That's crazy.
Hey, you said a mouthful with that, bro. You said a mouthful. All right, so let me we're gonna do this, of course, like I always say, it's time for the most infamous, the most famous Stop It segment. Hey, man, I'm going to play my Stop It first, bro. I got a video.
Uh-oh, let's get it.
And I don't think, and the Stop It goes to, well, just watch the video.
I'm happy to be here with a back-to-back Kansas City Chief. It's a trade. The San Francisco 49ers have traded a 63 pick to Kansas City Chief. With the 63 pick in the 24 draft, Kansas City select Kinsley Suamaiya from BYU tackle. Let's go, Chief!
Bro, why are you bringing this joker on to say that? So the NFL gets to stop it. And Jamal Charles definitely get a stop it for saying, bruh, come. The San Francisco. Then this joker said the 63 pick, 63rd mug? Like, come on. Like, bro, what you doing?
So we know Jamal Charles wasn't going to no classes.
Go to none.
Zero.
Bruh.
Hey man, that
bruh. I didn't see this while I was up there, because I'm
record, you were working.
Yeah.
Dog, I'm watching that. Dog, I was on the floor. And I'm like, he can't be nervous.
He can't be nervous. What is he nervous about? Right?
He can't be nervous. I'm like, Oh,
Bruh.
so you know what I did after this, right? After he did it, I went and followed him on Instagram. I just started going through his videos, man. So yeah, man, it's all bad. It's all bad for Jamal Charles,
man.
Stop it, Jamal Charles. Stop it.
Yeah, bro. That I was embarrassed, dog. I was embarrassed, man. So yeah, let me give him that stop it, dog. Let me
Stop it. Stop
let me give him that stop. Yeah, let me give him that, dog. Cause I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the he's like, dog. I'm like, that was he set us back, dog. Like he said athletes back. I say that. He said
exactly, because now see people be like, hey man, word we ain't heard in a long time, man. No pass, no play. See.
Right.
Student athletes, see, that's why it's athlete students. See, now y'all see why.
Oh man, you gotta stop the base.
Hey man, that's hard to recover from right there. hard to recover from. But dude, and I hate to do this, man. I hate to do this. But you got to give Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys a stop it. So for one season, you send Ezekiel Elliott away.
Right.
You don't draft a running back. You let Tony Pollard walk. The reason you let Zeke go because Tony Pollard was the guy. So in your bright idea, Jerry, say, hey, because I don't think Zeke done got faster. I don't think so. I mean, you decide, hey, let's bring Zeke back home. We supposed to celebrate, be happy about that, Jerry? Give him a stop it, man. Get Jerry a stop it, dog.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh man. But wait, did you hear what Jerry said the other day? When that joker was like, it said, Jerry, man, it said he was talking, he was like, we were the 24th pick because we were the 24th best team. I said, what?
That's that dementia kicking in, dog.
Right. He said we had a 24th. We were the, he was like, we had a 24th pick because we were the 24th best team. Look at it. We're the 20. Like, what this dude? Jerry, you gotta get one more, dog. Let me.
Jerry, you won the division and went to the playoffs, Jerry.
Bro, like, what's going on, man? Like, I didn't understand that. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of embarrassed, man. What up, Marlon? Yeah, Jerry got dementia.
He got dementia, dog. Like, what are we doing, dog? Like, did Zeke found the youth somewhere? No, he didn't. We got some of the problems in Dallas, man.
So that's starting to be like almost what Fontenot did. This Penix, like it's not making sense.
It can't make sense, dog.
It don't make sense, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it can't make sense. And then, like I said, where did remind me? So where did he go?
Who? Ritter.
No, the running back for Dallas.
He went to Tennessee.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
He went to Tennessee. He went back home, man. He played at Memphis. He went to Nashville. Jerry, just keep Zeke the first time.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, man, it's just I don't know what to say. I can't speak for them. I just know this much. Fontenot could get fired, but Jerry, it's y'all stuck with him. So I don't know.
No, until he's 6 feet deep, man. And the way that's looking, that ain't gonna happen. That man a vampire. that man a whole vampire, Raphael.
Yeah, bro. He a vampire dog. He ain't going
He a
nowhere.
vampire, dog.
All right.
And you can't get me to say nothing otherwise. He a vampire.
But all right, y'all. We're gonna take a quick break, man. And we're gonna be right back.
Have a sports injury? Need to see an orthopedic doctor? Ortho Atlanta is one of Metro Atlanta's largest orthopedic and sports medicine practices, providing orthopedic and sports medicine care for the whole family. With 37 physicians and 14 offices, the practice provides the highest level of care for injury of muscles, joints, bones, and spine. Ortho Atlanta offers convenient access to a full range of musculoskeletal surgeons and specialists. Ortho Atlanta also offers on-site physical therapy, pain management care, MRI imaging, and workers' compensation care. The Ortho Atlanta surgery centers in Austell and Fayetteville provide cost-effective, same-day surgical procedures in an accredited outpatient center. Hip, knee, shoulder, back pain? Ortho Atlanta has you covered with specialists in all areas. Same-day appointments, orthopedic care for the whole family. Ortho Atlanta, Atlanta's choice for orthopedic and sports medicine care. Learn more at www.orthoatlanta.com.
All right, we're back inside the 3-Point Sports Lounge, and we got a special guest, man. Man, it's so good. Like I said, it's so good to be back, man.
I know, dog. You got to feel some kind of way, dog. You got to feel some kind of way.
It feels good, man. And we're gonna bring in none other than Dr. Donnie Fowler III, orthopedic for Ortho Atlanta. What's going on, Doc?
What's going on? It's been too long.
Man, it's been too long, Doc. In the beginning, Marlon, you missed it, man. I told him the story, man, of the concussion and everything. I went through it to everybody. I told him so. Yeah, but Doc was there for me, man. Doc helped me through the whole thing. I even had a shoulder injury. It was crazy, man. Like, I don't know if I slept on the wrong. I don't know.
You got banged up.
And it's just healing now. Yeah, so. But Doc took care of me.
It sounds like we're about to be talking about your calf injury again, too, from the lineup you sent me. So
right,
I'm sure we're going to hear about that in a few minutes. So
let's start with Kawhi. So Kawhi has been ruled out, dealing with the knee injury. What is actually keeping him out, and do you think he will be able to play in the series?
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes without saying we have our list of players. I don't know if we do the can't get right list or whatever you want to say, but I feel like he's about 50-50 in the last 4 years of his propensity to play in games. I think it's actually pretty close to that, at least if you look at the regular season. But I mean, he's an incredible talent. Don't get me wrong. Two-way player, one of the best defenders you've ever seen. Won that championship for the Raptors. But I mean, he just, with all the knee injuries, the ACL, the MCL, the meniscus, he can still produce, but he's not the same guy. And it's kind of interesting. I mean, if you look at the series, the 2 games they've won have been when he has not played, just because I almost feel like it's thrown their dynamic off at this point, because he's not the same player when he's been out there. So, I mean, I don't necessarily think he needs another surgery, but I think, unfortunately, because of all the damage he already has in his knee, he's going to get these ups and downs and recurrent episodes where he gets more swelling and inflammation and just can't move the way he needs to consistently do. And so I don't know if you're ever going to see the same Kawhi Leonard that you saw 5+ years ago, which is kind of sad. But
Doc, I got to ask about one of my favorite players, Joel Embiid. Me personally, sometimes I swear I think it's his conditioning, but is his injury, is it more pain tolerance, or did he do more damage to that doggone knee?
Yeah, and Embiid is another favorite on this show during this segment.
This guy.
But I mean, I'm never gonna And same with Kawhi. I'm never going to doubt their desire and ability to be out there. I mean, Embiid has grinded through it. He's been questionable for every game. He's played in every game so far, and I think he's averaging 30 and 10, and then everything else on the, assists and blocks. So, I mean, he's producing, and he's already coming on. I think his surgery was in February on his meniscus. So, I mean, he's far enough out where he shouldn't necessarily be able to do any damage as long as he's kind of rehabbed it well enough in the right way, which I'm sure he has, and it's healed. But I think to your point, it is kind of somewhat, he still has soreness. He still has inflammation. He probably still isn't back to truly 100% strength. Right. So I think that's kind of what they're watching, but he's still doing enough out there where he's certainly being effective. So,
well, I mean, we might as well keep the trend going. So another guy that's usually on here is Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, and when you get to the fourth one too, I mean, there's like
right.
these are all oldies but goodies. But yeah, we'll get there.
Whoa.
Right, but Kristaps Porzingis, he, we saw what happened to him. I think it's been labeled as a right soleus strain. Am I saying that correctly, Doc?
Soleus.
Soleus. Okay, soleus strain injury. Like I've never heard of that anyway. So, but I'm guessing with the calf, right?
Yeah, so, we'll talk about that.
But can you explain what that is? And then they're saying he's going to miss several games, but they didn't say how much. But how long do you expect him to be out with this?
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously calf is the most common way people think to that area. And I think when most people say calf, really what they're referencing is your gastroc, which are obviously the muscles that bulge a little more on your leg if you have them. So those are your gastroc, your two gastroc muscles. The soleus is kind of a slightly longer, smaller muscle that actually connects from those gastroc muscles, the ones that pop out down to your Achilles tendon. So it's kind of that, like I said, almost like where the indentation starts down to your Achilles tendon. That's all your soleus muscle. Mm-hmm. So it's part of the calf muscle construct, but it's basically the part in between the gastroc and the Achilles tendon. So it's definitely a very important part of the calf muscle complex. I mean, the good news, similar to when people hurt their gastroc, anytime the strain or partial tear is in the muscle and not the actual tendon, it's not anything that needs surgery, but it's still a bad injury and something that usually takes at least a couple weeks to really get right. Otherwise, you risk further injury or putting more stress on that Achilles tendon and popping it like a couple players have done in the past. So it's good that it wasn't his Achilles tendon, but it's still a bad injury. And I think they said they're going to reevaluate in a week, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's not ready in a week. I think assuming that the Celtics, and I think they were up pretty big last I checked, I think they're going to lock down that series tonight. I would maybe expect to see him maybe later in the next round, but I think he might be another 2 weeks away, give or take, if I had to guess.
Yeah, because I was going to say, Mace, because, I've had experience with that, Doc. I hurt my calf, right? Isn't that right, Doc?
You did. Yeah, and it took you like 2 months to get better, at least. So.
Go ahead, Mason.
Well, hold on. I got to make a wardrobe change real quick because the next question, this guy right here.
Oh. Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Every year, the best player in baseball, Mike Trout. Of course, he has. Towards meniscus, I mean, he usually do this like in June, July, like not this early in the season. Doc, do you think he makes it back for the season end?
I do actually. We've I think talked about Mike Trout every year I've been on the show because unfortunately he's been hurt every year I've been on the show, and that's probably been the last 6 years at least, maybe 7. But and what's great, I mean, his batting average wasn't great, but he had 10 home runs. I think he was leading the league in home runs when he went down. So I mean, he was playing well, and I agree he's arguably at least one of the best players in baseball as long as he's healthy, but obviously that's been his issue. So, I mean, I think in the recent years, it's been back, it's been oblique. Actually, things are a little harder as a baseball player. Meniscus, my guess is they're just going to be cleaning it up, not like a full-on repair.
Okay.
So I think you could see maybe like a 6-week, timetable on him where maybe he's even back in kind of mid to late June, possibly even before the All-Star break. But I think it's very realistic that he's back this season. Now, are there going to be more injuries?
Yeah.
Potentially, but I do think in regards to his knee meniscus injury, even having surgery, that he will be back at least by midseason. So
okay. And Doc, we have one more question from the I hope it's probably gonna cover your face, but I just wanted to say it real quick. Malcolm is asking, is Jamal Murray calf strain an issue going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look back. I don't think it's as serious as Porzingis where he's at, but again, any muscle or tendon injury, especially calf or hamstring, whether it's basketball, football, et cetera, is always concerning because especially at this point in time, you're kind of pushing to be able to get back because they're meaningful games. You can't, or you don't take as much time as you probably would in the regular season. So there's always that risk of a setback and just making it worse. And if you make it worse, then you're probably done. So it's kind of a fine line that you're walking to get back. So I definitely think it's something to keep an eye on with Jamal Murray.
All right, Doc. We definitely appreciate you like always, man. And hey, it's good to say we'll be back next week.
How'd you? You've probably already talked plenty about it. How'd you feel about your Bears draft?
So I'm gonna say it again because we probably got new audience, people wasn't watching before. Doc, we were in a press conference, so I forgot who we had up there, but it was a press conference. Atlanta just made the pick right before the draft prospect walked in, so we're in the press conference room, and when they picked Penix, so it was a big gasp, whatever. Everybody, like, oh my God, hey, So then the prospect walks in. Next thing you know, he walks in right when the Bears is about to make their selection. I almost got mad, like, hey, turn it up. I almost did that. And I had to realize, I'm like, oh, man. So I'm looking, not paying attention. I'm maybe in the third row. And when they said, when I saw Rome, when I let out yes, everybody turned around, looked at me, and I'm just doing like this the whole time. Everybody in the press room was just looking at me. It feels so great. It's you just don't understand as a Bears fan when you have a GM that makes sense in what he does. Everything made sense from when he first got there. Because usually you don't have GMs say, or NFL, you don't hear about, hey, let's rebuild. You don't hear that in NFL. Everybody's trying to get free agents, but you never hear it, let's rebuild. And he gutted that whole team when he first got there with Mac, and he cleared out because we didn't have anything under the cap. And when he gutted that team, next thing you know, we the number one in the cap. Then the trade, how we get the number one pick, trade the number one pick and so forth. And, so now you look at our team right now, and we still have money under the cap. It's a good feeling. Real quick, how do you feel about Jaden? We got a chance to interview Jaden. How do you feel about Jaden?
How was I didn't see it. How was that?
It was cool. He was Jaden's so cool, so like a lot of people mistook it from it was they were saying like, oh, he don't want to be there. No, he's just real, cool and everything. But he said he was good.
No, I mean, we've talked. I'm as a lifelong Washington fan, I'm maybe the most optimistic that I've been in a while. And honestly, that started well before the draft, just with the leadership change and finally getting rid of Dan Snyder and bringing in Josh Harris and then bringing in a new GM from San Francisco and Adam Peters, who I think has really did a lot of great things even before the draft. Bringing in some good vets like Bobby Wagner and Austin Eckler and guys that, they're not what they were 3 or 4 years ago, but are going to be, good leaders in the locker room. And then with the draft, I mean, I love Daniels. Yeah, I know there were reports out there that they brought all these guys in at once and he was turned off by it, but I think he can be a superstar. I think they have talent around him. I think they made some really good draft picks. I was surprised they went D tackle in the second round, but he was a first round grade from Illinois that was sitting there. And I don't fault Dan. I'm sure Dan Quinn's going to be able to wreak havoc with him and Payne and Allen. So I'm really excited to see what Washington puts out this season. No, I don't think they're going to be pressing the Super Bowl, but I think we have a lot more hope than we have had in a long time. So.
They, I think honestly, this is one of the drafts where you had a lot of teams, not every team, but a lot of teams felt like optimistic of how the draft went, whether not even just getting a big splash, but just going the right direction. Yeah, so that was good. And he actually said, Jaden said that he enjoyed his time in Washington. He said it was good. They treated him well. He enjoyed it. It was fun, and so. You know how they made it like he wasn't happy? No, that came from his agent, but he actually said that. And he said before the draft, the day before the draft, we was talking to him, he said that. So
well, now the only thing, if somehow any of these rumors are true and they can get his former Arizona State boy Ayuk from San Fran, I'd be really excited, but we'll see.
Oh, that'll be something. Yeah, man. Well, all right, Doc. Well, we glad we have you, man. I'm glad to have you here. And like I said, next week we back at it, and we'll talk to you then.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
No problem. You too. All right, May. So we're gonna close it out with this, man. Let's talk about them Braves, bro. I want to ask you, the Braves. Yes, they have the best record in major leagues, but they are doing this without Acuna playing well. They're doing it without Riley, Olsen, even Duvall. I mean, they're pretty much kind of struggling, especially to where their standards, where we hold them to, the standard we hold them to. Is the league in trouble?
So when we talk about these Braves, you got to always look at that team out west.
Right.
Dodgers.
Yep.
And what they're doing right now, so they have a slight upper hand on the Braves right now just because I think their pitching is slightly better. The injuries to the Braves rotation, how Double-A fixes that issue as we continue to move through the season is going to be the telltale sign for the Braves, because I think roster-wise, lineup-wise, 1 through 9, we know that probably, if not the best, definitely top 3 in the league, period. So we know the pressure with this team is basically World Series of bust. You got the MVP, you got Mike Harris, the lineup is like, you call it back in the day, murderer's row. Murderer's row.
Yeah.
Can this pitching come together when it matters most in October? And can the bats, because the one thing that failed the bats, we can say all we want about pitching. Last year, the bats failed the Braves last year.
Yeah, it did.
The bats, I mean, all of a sudden, you mean you tell me can't nobody hit? The MVP can't hit.
Right.
Zuna, I mean, nobody. Matt Olson hit 2,000 home runs, and now he couldn't even get a single.
Yeah, at the infield, right.
Right. So how do the Braves get the bats rolling? Because I think the way the lineup is set, if you can just get your pitching staff to hold teams to 2, maybe 3 runs, because it's really no reason that the Braves can't average 5 to 6 runs a game. Again, just with the lineup.
Right.
But we saw it. I mean, we all watched last year, because remember, kind of as we rolled to the playoffs, who can stop the Braves lineup?
No one
Who can stop the Braves lineup? Duh. Because we know the adage in baseball is always good pitching, beat good hitting.
Yep.
And it seemed like, that was on full display last year. Because, we had Braves batters coming up. Like getting fooled by pitch. I just couldn't believe the way Acuna performed.
It, like he just, yeah, like I just disintegrated.
It's almost like he forgot how to play baseball.
Like he went back to the year before last.
Right. I mean, he first pitch swinging.
Yeah.
You know, he taking pitches like fastball in his eyes. He looking at it.
Right.
Man, what are we doing? Acuna, you've been jumping on that pitch all year.
Right.
So I think Double A truly has to fix the rotation.
Right.
But can he braid back? It's World Series of bust for this team. And I think they all know that. But let's not let the pressure of that kind of get you out of character as we continue to go through the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the biggest thing with these Braves. Like, nobody doubts the talent on this team. Nobody. But can they put together a run in October? Because, like I say, I'm looking at a team out west. That team out west scared Mookie Betts is playing unbelievable.
Yeah,
like,
you know, you're right. You know, just personally looking at the Cubs, you know, I'm a Cubs fan, of course. Well, I'm not gonna say, of course. I grew up on the South Side, but I'm still a Cubs fan.
Right.
You know, but to see, and we're really not hitting like that. It's been our pitching,
right?
You know, it's coming strong, whatever. But man, just to see the lineup, how we're finding out, that's the biggest thing to me as far as the Cubs. We're finding out how to win. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, in baseball, sometimes the hitter's not there, or when, like you said, the Braves are struggling, but they're winning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They find a way to get that run in an 8th inning. And that's what the Cubs are doing. Cubs not saying they're the best team, but to be in that mix now where it feels good. But like you said, that Dodgers team, man, it's like a machine. It's like, yeah, it's
and I ain't even trying to be funny, but I'm like, MLB, come on, let's start doing the investigation on Shohei. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go and get it, man. 80 games, man. Come on, like, y'all just gonna let that slide?
I ain't gonna let that. Yeah, just gonna let that happen.
So we ain't gonna do nothing about that,
right?
Y'all know that man was gambling, man. Come on, dog.
Just because he got an interpreter, you just like, okay. No one is joking, probably ain't saying what he's saying. Come on, man. Like, one time he was talking, I'm like, hey, Shohei went 5 minutes, dog, talking just in his language. 5 minutes, dog, straight. And then the interpreter will say, well, he's not, bro, that ain't what he said.
Ain't what he said, everything. Man, that man placing his order for dinner tonight, man. Right. Give me that, man.
Come on, man. Yeah, man. I'm with you, dog. Oh, man. But, yeah, so we'll see, man. Like I said, it's going to be an interesting season, though. We'll see. But, hey, appreciate you, dog, for coming on, man.
Hey, man, let me tell you something, dog. You know this. You hit me up. Come on, man. You know I'm gonna make it work, man. You're one of the fun ones to talk to, man. Because you get it. You know what I'm saying? And we know we are in an industry of business where, man, folks. Sometimes you just be looking at folks, and I be like, dog. You know, hey, man. Hey, Mugs. Just because you got a microphone, Mugs.
Right. The Mugs thinking they this because they got a mic for them, yeah.
But hey, man, you know I go buy one too, right? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
What we doing? What we doing here, dog?
Funny. Oh man, trust me. But yeah, man, you know, and I appreciate y'all. The fact that, you know, I always say, man, the crush was always, you know, I still never forget the first time I met y'all, man. The first spring practice, the first time covering the football game of any sort.
Yeah.
I'm just nervous and I'm wide-eyed, and Maceo and Glaze coming there, man. They you know, swag on full blast. I forgot who it was, but it was some alumni, football player, and Maceo, you know, Maceo talking to, what's up, dog? And laughing and joking. I'm like, man, you know him? And Maceo know everybody's walking. I'm like, and they sat down, man. They told me the game. Hey, yeah, this happened. You do it. And you know, I would never forget that. Shout out to Rev too. But
yeah.
I just remember that day, and y'all And I was kind of like, I met some people in the industry like that, like, yo, this is what you do. This is what you do. But it was more of like, I'm like, yo, so how does this work? But they sat there and just gave me the game. I remember they just do this and that.
But Ralph, that's what we supposed to do. And again, people don't do it enough. And it's so crazy. Like now, if you got the knowledge and you got the know-how and you can lead somebody in that direction, I'll lead them, man. Because I mean, you don't know how it come back tenfold. Right. Because we say this all the time. Just imagine if all of us just really like loped up.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a crazy unstoppable thing, and they know it. That's why they like, man. I hope them folk be beefing now, man. We ain't got no beef,
bro. You said it. They know it, and they don't want it. And they don't.
Yeah, that's why they. And it's so crazy because a lot of places now they can't keep us out of because it's like the way the industry is going. But one thing that Major League Baseball, they like, nah, dog.
I'm gonna still cut that code. I'm gonna get in there, man. I'm gonna try to get in there. They was messing with me at one time, man, and somebody messed it up, man.
But man, this always a vibe. Like I said, you sent me the text. Like I said, I was doing 7,000 things a day, dealing with my dad. But shoot, I saw that. I said, boy, yeah, man, rock out with my dog, man. Because I was just happy that you back. You know what I'm saying? Because the question I always get is, man, y'all did so much stuff Super Bowl. What Raphael look like? Hey, man, you'll be all right, man. He coming back. He coming back.
Bro, that's why.
Hey, somebody said, I forgot who they told that. They were like, man, he must have won the lotto, man, because I ain't even seen or heard from him.
Right, yeah, man. It's been a minute.
So I'm glad you shared that story because,
everybody
like,
I ain't gonna lie, man. Believe it or not, Mace, and this is, you can take this how you want. I was so nervous of doing this today because it's been a minute. I can
see that, though.
And I was nervous, and I'm like, even today, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it, man. I'm just nervous, and I was like, who can I call? I said, you know what? And I had people like I was gonna call and do it, but I had to call you. I was like, I gotta call my dog. So I was like, let me call Mace because I know Mace. And as soon as we started, I felt like the whole time, was like, yeah, we feel good,
What's up, man?
Because the funny thing is, people don't understand. They was wondering, they were shocked when I took you up. Like some people didn't know, they thought you was with us or whatever. They didn't know, but the people that know, they were kind of shocked. Like, hey, you took Mace up there, man. Like, not like you shouldn't have, but it's like, but he went to crush. Like, it don't matter, man. He gonna help me. Like, that's what we here for and all that. And
because so many people mindset, some people have such a selfish, non-teamwork mindset, a non-collaborative mindset,
right?
That they can't see stuff like that and not understand that. Hey, man, listen. Again, this is what we're supposed to do,
right? And
you're supposed to, man. It's like a cross training shoe,
right?
Hey, man, yeah, you can run in it. You gonna do boot camp in it. Hey, you might get hoop in it.
Yep.
It ain't just for this one thing.
Just for this one thing, man.
Come on, y'all, man. Open y'all mind. That again, that's what's wrong with so many of y'all. Y'all just set in your way. I'm gonna just do it this way. End the story. Nah, man.
Worried about they might get more shine than me, and worried about like, man, whatever, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It felt good.
It ain't even about that because again, when people are genuine. And again, I think people don't really understand this part of it too. Like all of us talk like outside of this.
Yeah, right.
Like, and even when we at these events, like we do so much other stuff than cover the event. Like sometimes, y'all, we might be at an event. Yeah, we ain't even looking at the event that we cover.
Right. We have clowning
something totally different.
Clowning and all that, right. Right, like that'd be the best part, just to like, oh, let's go clown and just have, that's what it is. And that's the cool part. Like I said, people were coming to me, man, like just testament to you. People coming to me were like, hey, man, like, yo, no disrespect to no one, you know what I'm saying? And, you have some good people, but yo, man, Maceo, though, you know what he talking about? Like Maceo, y'all chemistry crazy. Everybody kept telling me, y'all, man, that's oh man, when you get, I said, no, he with the crush, man. Oh, he ain't with you, man. Like, no, but he helped me out, vice versa. Hey, y'all chemistry, man. He know what all that. Like, yeah, that's why I got him.
But it comes from all the time that we spend, and it's again, we're not just sitting there talking about, oh yeah, so yeah, his ERA is
right.
We talk kids, we talk relationships, we talk, and those are like how bonds. I tell you, I mean, you can't stress that enough. Like, man, like really get to know people, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't just, man. I say, oh, and I see him, man. We just gonna talk about all 32 quarterbacks, man. Fuck no quarterbacks, man. They ain't going nowhere, man.
Right.
Man, them kids, man. My daughter needs some braces.
Yep.
Like that.
And that's the thing. People don't know when you do that. That brings the chemistry together. That's always my thing. Like, I call people on my staff, man. I call them just to talk to them about anything. But that's how you build that chemistry, that trust, that relationship, because y'all can laugh at other stuff and all of that, whatever. So now it was easy. It was an easy transition. Like, we ain't never worked together or nothing like that.
Right. But we'd have been around each other so much. Think about this. Mostly every game, we sit next to each other.
We sit next to each other. Yep, every game.
So whether we borrowing the charger, man, or like I know what you like to eat. You know what I like to eat.
Yeah, I got you. I'm putting down there. You want something? Right, all of that. Yeah, man. Like
all of that stuff matters, man. And like people were telling me, like, well, how you think it's gonna work? I'm like, no, it's gonna work great. Like, wait till y'all see.
Yeah,
what we got, and y'all still ain't seen everything. That's what's scary.
Yeah.
Oh,
I still got so much left that I'm saving, man. That we gotta put out. But but yep. So it's like, yeah, man. But like I said, I want to thank you though. Thank y'all. You and Glaze, my dog Glaze, man. Y'all like big brothers, man, that helped me out in this. I didn't know anything. I just had this mentality of like, I'm about to figure this out. And they came in, this happened. That's the guy right there. No, you don't want to do that. Do that, man. Because they, whatever. And it was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? And then my thing was, hey, let me repay, not even repay y'all, just repay just what we do. You know what I'm saying? Journalism, I mean, and just the culture of journalism. Wow, let me help everyone else out. So now when I see somebody, hey, let me holler at you. No, that's what you do here. Make sure you go to him. And same thing, man. It's just been passed on or whatever. So it's like I said, when the Super Bowl came up, and I Mace, this is perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was Mace
there. Think about it, again. Think about like when I see Malik and Rashad.
Yeah,
like, man, it's always like, man, Nia went from interning with us and going to do the dirty work. I mean, she hosts HBCU Gold.
Right.
She the face of Nike. Like,
right.
I can call Nia and be like, Nia, I can't find that T-shirt. What size Nia? Nia gonna send it.
Right.
But that's the give back part. And now I always tell people this. I can't stress this enough. The one thing I'm never gonna be one of the people who had the ability to be a gatekeeper and not push the gate open.
Yep.
Never. I ain't gonna never leave you standing outside. Yep. Like, man, look at that, man. Nah, we ain't missing now, bro. Come on, man. We need as many of us in here. Come on.
Yep. And
come on, we need the gate open. Come on.
I'll say this, man. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'll say this. Shout out to Danny Thompson. Because Danny was the first one, before I even started covering games or nothing like that, just jumping in this, when I was trying to do the podcast, Danny Thompson, he was covering Orlando Magic, and I had him on the show, and one day he just sat and talked to me like, man, dude, you need to be doing this, man, and gave me all this information on how to reach this guy, do this, whatever, the podcast. Late night, I always said, remember, late night, I'm in my bathroom, because I don't want to wake my wife up. It's late, and he telling me, yo, do this, do that. And finally, the next day, I reached out, did what he said, was able to get Charles Davis on the show.
Yeah.
Charles Davis and all that. Then he hit me up again. You need to become a games Raphael. You need to get. I'm like, but how I do that? This is what you do, man. You got to do this or whatever. So then you turn around. Now I got my own company. I bring him. He helped me. Danny, you want to come? Yeah, man. Hey, I'm with you. What you need me to do? So I'm helping him out, put up all this, whatever. He helped me out and everything. He even got to the point where I know Danny gonna be mad because I'm telling this, but he even got to the point where he started like, yo, I'm gonna do this my own website of stats and all this, whatever. Doing, I said, yeah, bro, I'm gonna support you, and I'm sharing to people like, you gonna let him do that? Why you let him? If he with the team, he's still with the team, but I'm not gonna gatekeep. No, I'm gonna help him out. I want him to go further. Now, this dude is a manager for ESPN.
Come on, man.
That's what I mean. He moved out there where Bristol is, and doing his thing.
Come on,
and
man.
The dopest part of it, he called and told me. He said, look, Ralph. He was like, when they sent the email to everyone in the company, all the big wigs and all that. The email said, we got Danny Thompson, and we having him come in. And you know his background, he worked with the 3-point conversion, such and such and such. Come on, dog. And look, you already know they mess with us because you know the famous picture we got. They show every year with Sister Jean, so you know they know who.
On Google, baby, on the Google page, on the whole Google page.
Right.
When you go to Google, bam.
Right, but
Y'all
like you
said,
said,
y'all stop playing with us, man.
That stuff, man. That's how you do it. You just don't. You ain't. You know.
Stop playing with us,
man. Stop playing with us, dog. But all right, man. But hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all watching everything. Like I said, I'm gonna cut some of this up, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun, man.
Classic, baby. Classic, man. Good time, man.
Hold on. I can tell. I'm a little rusty, y'all. I gotta play this. I'm sorry, Macy. I gotta. I've been playing this forever.
Make it what to do, dog. Make it. You getting back in the fold, man. You off IR.
Yeah. So look, I gotta say my spiel. So look, y'all. Here we go. I gotta play my. So wait till it start. Come on. What okay. If y'all hear this music, y'all already know what it means. It means it's time to let you all go. But hey, before I go, I got a couple shout out and stay tuned. You might be one of them. First of all, got to give a shout out to the Almighty God. Give me the platform to do what I do, say what I say, make you all mad at me, upset, want to give me the stop it button. God, I definitely appreciate it. Also, I got to shout out my dog, Mace. Mace, appreciate you, dog, for coming on, man. Like I said, you made it easy.
You my dog, man. You my dog. It's
hey, man, anything you want to say?
I'm glad you're back, dog. Welcome back, dog.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I don't know if God, I call him the God Pod. Pod Father's on here. Doug Stewart checked in. Appreciate you, Pod Father.
Dougie, what up, Dougie?
What up, Pod Father? But anyway, also, man, I want to thank Dr. Fowler for coming on, man, and giving us his insight on these injuries. Also, I want to thank everyone who listened and watched live and who's going to listen as a podcast. Of course, Marlon Malcolm, got Antoine. Who else is on here? Wanell, Alan Fields. I know I'm missing a lot, but everybody else, if I miss you, I apologize. Linda, TJ Bentley, Dwayne Harrington, hey, Horace, appreciate all of y'all, man. Yo, I want to thank my family, my children, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, cousins, play cousins, grandmothers, grandparents.
Play cousins are important.
Hey, let everyone know, let your family and friends know that you love them. Make sure they know that you love them. Show them that you love them while they're still alive, while they can feel it. Hey, make sure y'all be safe. Watch some sports. You got hockey playoffs, NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. You got the MLB. Hey, eat good, drink responsibly. Until then, next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. When you miss me, I'm out. Peace.